My name is Harshika from Expert Analytics. Welcome to this video on advanced visual tooltips in Tableau for survey data. Survey is a detailed study of a market or geographical area to gather data on attitude, impression, satisfaction level by polling a section of the population. But the results can be challenging to visualize. In Tableau Desktop, we can make survey data easier to consume by pivoting data, showing satisfaction by color in bar chart, and visual tooltips. In this survey, we analyze Likert scale satisfaction received from the student at a local university. For that, first I need to organize my worksheet by pivoting the data structure. This one moved all the facilities into a single dimension and all ratings to a single measure. I select all facility columns and right click, select pivot. Now I rename pivot field names and pivot field values. I am looking at a data as a whole and breaking down student satisfaction responses: very satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, and very dissatisfied into three groups. It was satisfied and very satisfied into one group, dissatisfied and very dissatisfied into dissatisfied group, and keep neutral alone. I am going to group in these 5 groups into 3 groups by using calculation. This is my workspace. Before the calculation, I make a copy of the set rate and rename and then drag it to dimension. Then click this arrow in dimension and select create calculation. I name this calculation as satisfaction. Calculation valid. Now I am going to create a bar chart. First, drag set rate to column and change the aggregation some to count and set them as percentages. Then place my new calculation to color in the mark card. Then hold the Control key and drag the field in columns to label. I want to see these responses per facility, so I drag facility to rows. It looks good, but I want to do some formatting. I want to see the percentages with no decimal points. Then hide the nulls and edit colors. Change the title. Then rename the title. Finally, set the view as entire view. This view represents the student satisfaction on three groups. But viewing only this quiz, your viewers have no idea about what categories are represented by these three groups. To cover these requirements, you might create different quiz for different viewers, but you don't have to. Using Within tooltip, we can solve this problem. Tooltips are details that appear when you rest the pointer over one or more marks in the view. With the Within tooltip feature, you can put a secondary visualization into the tooltip of the primary source viz, like that. When we hover over the mark, the visualization in tooltip automatically filtered to just the relevant data. To create this advanced tooltip, we have to create another visualization, same to original one, but keeping the different dimension in the color shelf in mark card. Let's do it now. First, duplicate this worksheet and then replace the saturate dimension to color. We have to edit the colors compatible with the main viz. Hide nulls and assign the names for these ratings of this legend. For that, go to alias and you can assign the values for this rating line. Then hit OK. Hide title. Hide header. Please remember to set this viz as standard. And then we can change title. Now target view is complete. Then go to main source vis and click on shelf. From the insert menu, choose insert sheet and click on the target sheet you want to see in tooltip. Now I am going to create a legend like this. Go to new worksheet and drag saturate dimension into row shelf and change the mark type to shape and drag the same dimension to color, label and the shape. Hide header, hide title and exclude nulls. Then customize the shape. For that, go to rating, now legend is complete. Go back to main vis and open tooltip again. Go to insert and is sheet 3. The tooltip look nice, but I like to display the tooltip as a story by changing the default to a sentence. Go back to tooltip again. When you create a vis in tooltip, you should consider the size. For example, if the target tooltip is too large, the tooltip will display view is too large to show. By default, the target vis is 300 by 300 megapixels. The Tableau recommend not going over 600, preventing to distract the original visualization. If you need, you can increase the size of this tooltip. Back to the main vis again. Now you can understand which satisfaction levels are belongs to these three groups. Thank you for watching my video on advanced visual tooltips for survey data. I invite you to subscribe my channel to continue with my upcoming videos on amazing findings.